anybody taking taxpayers' money, Carl, no, we're dealing with Dennis Garden taking taxpayers' money. Whenever who else come up, then we deal with that.
Is there any merit between Soji and Bridget? Is there any merit in this for say there's 3 other company? Why we not call them name and only call Dennis, bro? Dennis Garden.
You want me to answer? You want me to answer to that?
Yeah.
You want me to answer to that?
Man.
And why?
I want Bridget to answer.
You know why this is? Why? So listen to this. Hold on. Listen to this, Carl. Dennis Gardens, how much a MP collect a year? How much a MP collect a year?
How much them collect a year? I don't know. I know.
About 23, 22, about 22, about 22,
about 20. I think that's it.
But in them money, John.
Yeah,
we can't check it. We can't just Google it, Kizzy. We can't just easily Google it. Listen to what I'm saying to you, Carl.
Yeah.
And listen to me. Good to that. We have to understand what is it and who
now
you are.
Asking,
because if I'm paying,
I was asking. You remember what I asked?
Yes, yeah, man. If I'm paying you, I have all the say to ask you
David
what is happening with my money. Yeah, all right. So you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right. So if I'm paying you, I have all the question to ask what you're doing with my money. Isn't that so? If I'm paying you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so we're paying Dennis Garden. The next people, then we don't know who they are, we're not paying them. Yes, the investigation will have to run a course because those people seem like not part of government, so they will have to get their charges and whatever they are, through the system. Dennis Garden is getting our taxpayer money as salary. As a salary. We are paying Dennis Garden. That's why we're beating it, telling your head, bust off. Because of full money. So we have all right to talk about Dennis Garden. Until the other 3 people we hear that they are involved in government, then we beat them too. But as far as we're concerned, we don't hear that. That they are part of, we're not paying them. Yeah. So and if we're paying them, we'll take the same stance. If you understand what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, but man.
Here and behold, Dennis Garden have to answer to us because we're paying Dennis Garden.
Oh, okay.
So we can go non-stop at Dennis Garden. Anyhow,
so Soji, one second.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, man.
Hold on. But because I want to hear Bridget views on this too. And then I bring in others.
Yeah, I never finish, Carl. Let me finish.
Finish. Yeah, so man. Go on, man.
So, Carl, are you seeing me on the live? You're seeing me on the live now?
Yeah, man, I see you. I see you. You not see yourself?
You sure? Well, man, you sure you see me? All right. So what you're saying now? Come tomorrow.
There and say you talk.
Hold on, man. So come tomorrow now. You ever go say you never see me on your live?
No.
All right. So the evidence presented from the man who committed the act, and you're saying you're seeing nothing wrong. How do you go about that? That is my goal now. How do you go around saying you don't see anything wrong when the evidence is provided by the man?
But Soji, follow me now. If there is nothing wrong, why you ask man for step down?
All right, all of these things. But what I'm saying, so it's a two-sprung statement, you know, Carl. You're saying one thing out of your nose and then one thing out of your ears. Tell me how that makes sense.
But Soji, Marky G cannot fire him. He must do that voluntarily, bro. Marky G cannot fire him.
No fire, brother. We're not talking about that, bro. We're not
talking about people them vote for Dennis, you know, bro.
We're not talking about no fire, bro. We're not talking about no fire. You're talking about the statement that the man made.
Then that's why Marky G do yesterday evening.
Hold on, bro. Bro, do what? After so long, after how many days? Man, calm down, man.
Too late.
Calm down. Calm yourself. I know.
Me understand, bro, but that's why him do what
Listen to what I'm saying to you. Chap City.
Yes, fam.
What color are your finger? What color are your finger?
Brown.
And all the time you know it's brown. Not true.
Where
so
say?
If you know Chap City tomorrow, come tell me, say, you know see your finger brown. You know brown. It's still brown, you know, but you know see it say brown. How that makes sense?
No, man, a reality are talking as well. I'm not denying this.
So what I'm saying to you, yeah, but if you go say, the man himself admit, you know, Chap City, say him pay back some money because Ray, you know, and you know as a leader who come and say, you know, see nothing wrong. Then if a man say do something wrong, How you not do nothing wrong? See nothing wrong.
Marky G said him not do nothing wrong.
All right.
Yes,
Here we go.
he did say that. He did say that.
All right. Make me hear your Soji and me hear Chop City. Me want to hear back from Bridget and then me go back to somebody else. Bridget, where you say based on the question when me ask?
All right.
There too, you know.
Yeah, man. Me know say but after Bridget, me I come in with others.
Yeah, I'll be short. Carl, Dennis Gordon is a public figure. As Soji said, we are paying Dennis Gordon. No, if the comrades them did even have a slightest information about the other companies, it should have hit the headline long time, Carl. We're not stupid. So
agree.
So if the comrades them know any labor right that is involved in there,
say it.
Our guest and say it.
Yeah, say it. Let
say
the chip fall away. Say it. No one no secret. Say it.
We not hold no hostage on this one.
Yeah, just say it. Say it.
Because if we collect all of these tax dollars that is being exempted, Carl, and all of these tax dollars that people are hiding, and we collect all of them next budget cycle, we would need to raise no taxes because all our tax dollars will be collected, right? So we now hold no hostage. So if any labor right, we sit down and want to get themselves mixed up with comrade and them thing. Remember,
exactly. I feed them business. I feed them business that.
Thank you, Carl. The Prime Minister.
Yeah, feed them business.
One way, you know. In one way. And in one whole way. So do not get mixed up in a nothing untoward. So if any labor right want to get himself mixed up into all of this shenanigans, we ain't gonna back them. Me personally not going back them. You understand me? I mean, I can't do no wrong because next year, April, me no want favor come with the next tax.
One to Bridget. Bridget?
Lower, man. She got lower.
I don't know what. Bridget, what go on with you?
Don't got no low.
Bridget.
You not hear me? You not hear me?
You got no low one at a time.
And because one call did that come in. You not hear me now?
Okay. Oh. Loud and clear now.
Yeah, but me not answer them. Yeah. So until Carl, remember, the Auditor General did not call nobody name, you know, not follow the thing, you know. Is the CEO got dig up what go on, you know? Is the CEO got dig up all of this what go on? So until we hear the other people them, a Jacden we are beat.
Yeah, Jacden we are beat. Well said. Paul.
My case.
Paul. I am the one. Where I am the one. I'm not here from Paul.
Yeah, man. Me there, man.
I am the one. Come in.
There,
I am
man.
the one.
Yeah, man. Me there. You hear me? You guys hear me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
All right. You know, there are a couple of things we want to discuss. Or we want to bring to the fore. And I'm going to start with where this all began, right?
Yeah.
If you remember, in the beginning, when this thing came out, the only reason why it came out is because the PMP were calling for the MPs, the Minister of Health's head. You understand?
Yeah.
They did not have anything to put on him. They never have nothing to blame him with. So they were talking about the hospital that is being built in Montego Bay. You understand? So they were calling for his head. So because they were calling for his head, them push their operative to go into these places and do audits. And when their operative went into the places and did the audit, the operative found this specific situation. The operative came out and made the announcement thinking that the minister would have been the one that would have been embroiled in it, not knowing that it was a PNP MP that was the major culprit behind it. And the operative I'm talking about is the Auditor General, because the Auditor General is a PNP operative. So when she did that and she brought it to the fore, that's why she intentionally did not release the names of the institutions that were involved. Because just like we saw with the IC, when the IC did not release any mention of any report until it was around politics time, when they could have released that information in order to try to skew the perception of the electorate. That is the very same thing that the Auditor General did, because the Auditor General wanted to hurt the Jamaica Labour Party and the ruling government as much as possible.
Yeah.
But in that breath, she had one mistake. She did not know that it would have backfire. It would have backfire onto her fellow comrades, because her fellow comrades are the ones that are deeply embroiled in this situation, right? So that aside, it is being asked why we are talking about Jacden and not about the other companies that are involved. And it's a very simple answer.
Because that is the point, the talking point of the PNP. They might argue, and I say, boy, we only talk about Jacden. What about the other? Is that a fair? What are they? I am the one. Is that a fair question to ask, though?
It is a fair question to ask, you know. But guess what happened now? You see, none of the other companies that are involved in this situation have a sitting member. None of them have been tied to a sitting member of parliament.
Yeah.
If in the future that information comes to light, up until this point, there is no other sitting member of parliament that is tied to this situation. So we have to talk about the sitting member of parliament that is tied to the situation.
1 minute again. I am the one. Point of order. Remember the other day when they had the code of conduct in the parliament. Remember, it's only the PNP alone them did sign it. You remember I am the one? And
remember that.
Yes, I remember the JLP. Them said them not sign that because I marked them draft them one thing. The parliament have their own conduct, right? So the other code of conduct. So they will abide by the parliamentary code of conduct. Those other companies did not sign no code of conduct. So until we know who they are, we cannot hold them. You understand me? We cannot hold them because we don't know who they are. Let the Auditor General tell us who they are.
Point of order.
Yeah, man. So hold on. You can't have two points of order back to back here.
No.
Not in the beginning. Not in the middle of the presentation. So hold on, Eastern here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So pretty much what we're looking at is the same thing that I have been saying for a very long time now. The PNP operatives and the PNP supporters are using two different yardsticks, two different measuring sticks to measure the Jamaica Labour Party and government and the PNP, right? And I said that to say this. This morning I was listening to one of the PNP operatives talking, and he was saying that Jacden is a separate entity from Dennis Garden, and Dennis Garden is not responsible for the actions of Jacden. So Dennis Garden cannot be held accountable for anything that Jacden does. And in the very same breath, in the very same breath, that man is saying, and the Prime Minister is under investigation for XYZ. But what he's not talking about is that it's not the Prime Minister that is under investigation. It is the Prime Minister's company.
So you see these guys talk things when it suits them.
Exactly. So what they are doing in a call and panel, what they are doing is separating the principles that govern the same thing when it comes to PNP and when it comes to JLP. You understand? Because the companies pretty much would fall in the same category. Two limited liability companies that did two transactions. You understand? The Prime Minister's company and Jacden. The Prime Minister's company did a transaction and is being investigated for, for not paying tax for the transaction. But the transaction was a transaction that is an intra-company transaction. So it's a group of companies. Remember, we had this discussion the other day. It's a group of companies. And one company, which is the holding company, has more money than the other companies. And that holding company used some of its money to shore up one of the other subsidiary companies. You understand? And what the IC wants the Prime Minister to do is to pay taxes on that money that him use from one company to shore up the next company. You understand?
I am the one, the Prime Minister.
Hold on, man. Be quiet, man. Be quiet, man. Be quiet and
man,
listen.
You make some terrible statement, man.
Be quiet and
the
and
Prime
listen,
Minister
and maybe you can learn something,
under
man.
investigation, Everything you want people to learn, like nobody know nothing. Come and see, man.
Because you don't know, man. Because
you know
when you
over caution,
and you talk out
like this,
two sides of your mouth.
Check your temperature, man.
In call.
Shop City, when you're the over caution, you don't do this.
Hold off, Virgin, one at a time, please. 1, 2, and the one. Finish up.
Yeah, man. So, you see, intra-company transfer, and the IC is forcing the Prime Minister to pay taxes and monies that he moved from one company within the group to another company. And then Mr. Ingram now is comparing that and saying that the Prime Minister is under investigation when it is his company that is under investigation for that transaction. And he's comparing and he's comparing that to Jacden, which is under investigation for defrauding tax dollars and evading the payment of
Fact of the matter, the Prime Minister under investigation. Simple.
The Prime Minister is not under investigation. The Prime Minister's company is being investigated by FID.
Shop City, when you
need to shut up and you can learn.
You keep your mouth and your waist.
Exactly. But listen to Travis.
You know better in caution.
Shop City talk out. Shop City, you talk out at two sides of your mouth because me I listen to you over caution. But then I follow you page, man. I listened to you over caution last night. And I listen to how you talk, and I listen to the things them what you say. And may I tell you this? You see, whatever little shred of respect what you did have from me, that gone, man. You don't have that no more because you don't have no integrity. You understand?
I'm the one that close off now based on what you just said. Yeah,
me not close on it. Me not close off yet, man. Me not close off. Me not close off now. Me close off now. Me land now. But me land. But me land now. You understand? So pretty much what happened is this now. Mr. Ingram is comparing the two things and he's separating Dennis Garden from Jacden, but of the Prime Minister's company, squarely at the Prime Minister's company foot. If you're doing it for one person, why not doing it for both of them?
Understandable, yeah, understandable.
You accuse the Prime Minister.
Make bring in essential, no?
Hold on the call, please, I beg. There's a distinction that must be made to I am the one's argument that was not made. You see, the difference in the transaction is this. The transaction by Jacden required taxes to be paid. Henceforth, you unlawfully use the university hospital's tax exemption. That is the crime here.
Yes.
That is the crime, the use of the university hospital's tax exemption, which is for imports concerning that hospital. It was used to do an import for an outside company, a privately owned entity. And it was stated by the Auditor General, it's unlawful. In the case of the Prime Minister, he's moving money between companies. That is not required for him to pay taxes. That's why he filed a nil tax return that was accepted by Tax Administration of Jamaica.
Exactly. It is an intra-company transfer of capital. That's what it is. There's nothing illegal about it.
Come in, Essential.
Yeah, man, I listen, I like the little program. That's time I check in, but I go try input on a little thing because Mr. Jacden hasn't committed any crime, based on how the ethics committee rules are laid down. It's if a criminal or civil proceedings has a place against the member of the House, then the member won't be moved. So there is no crime committed against the member. Under the ethics committee, section 73, it says where a criminal or civil proceeding has a place against the member, then the member won't move. But in terms of what is now shedding over the top of the member head, well, it's a difficult task, but where a criminal or a civil proceedings has a place, the member not going to move. Yeah,
Well, on the Essential. Well, on the Essential, let me respond to what you just said.
Travis, me allow you to respond to that. But when I ask him, the member not going to move from where? As member of parliament or as a member of the PAC?
As a member of parliament.
No, we understand that. We understand, say, the member of parliament, as a member of parliament, nobody can move him. We know that. We're conscious of that. Travis, come in. Respond to it.
No, essentially, Mr. Then it's not commit no crime. Right? That's what you started out with, saying no commit no crime. And according to the matter, until a criminal proceeding is taken out, that means that, a court case would have started. Nobody is saying that, and that is self-explanatory because we're at investigation stage. No charges have been laid. We're at investigation stage. And if you listen to the PAC meeting last week, there are so many questions. There's questions of fraud also, When the investigation concludes, there are questions of fraud because, for one of the CEO's signature was affixed to one of the documents 2 years prior to him being CEO, 2 years after he left the job. And the question was asked in the PAC, is it a case where the signature was forged and the CEO said, I can't determine that here?
The proceedings started to launch, then you can determine where the member goes from there.
But nobody is saying that because that is not required as yet, because guess what? No charge, no lay. Proceeding can't start when not even a charge is laid. Not even a file no sent to the DPP office yet.
But most people is now saying that all different type of things just to justify what the gentleman did. I know that the gentleman did something inaccurate, but until investigation has complete, the member still can hold certain portfolio until the
Essential, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, please.
Did you read the release from Mr. Jacden yesterday?
No, not yesterday.
Yesterday. I think you need to read it before you really make that
yesterday
statement.
Come out, yesterday.
Yesterday was Sunday, yeah. Mr. Essential, I would implore you to read it first, sir. Or if anybody on here have it, please to read it, because if you read it... Yes, so.
But you know what, this is the thing, and Carl, I'm going to say it to you all the time. You see, if I come here to talk about a topic, if I don't have the facts and
exactly, it doesn't make no sense to you come and talk about.
Exactly. Don't come here, come talk about something that you haven't fully yourself immersed in.
You're not privy.
To have a debate.
You don't read the letter.
You understand what I said to you? Say you have to follow up on what you're debating about. Because then you will come here and make a fool of yourself.
Yeah,
you understand me? Because things are being said and you're saying differently. Yeah, what I'm saying is that we all know, hold on with it. All we know that to remove a member of parliament it's a hard thing. We have it's
literally a no-no.
Yeah, you can't remove it.
Yeah, it can happen. It's a no-no, but we know. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about removing him from the immediate position that he holds in the PAC and whatever. Those are the things we're talking about. But what I'm saying to you is that if I, and listen to me now, if I heard that I did something wrong and I went to pay money to clear that wrong, what does that say? Is it that I've accepted that I've done something wrong, Carl? If the police give me a ticket, hold on, let me go, Carl. If I go 103 and the police give me a ticket, and I go pay, what that means, Carl?
You was
That
going
means say
103.
you accept, say you breach the traffic law.
If me not pay the money, what that mean? We willing to
That
challenge
means
you.
say
That's
you
all.
accept, say you breach the traffic law.
No, if me not pay, what that
That
mean?
mean,
Or
that
if you
means
don't
you're not
pay, or
guilty.
if you don't pay, that means say you contest it.
Aye,
That
Carl.
means say you don't agree
Aye,
with the
Carl.
ticket.
Yes, Carl. Not true. Not so you go.
Mm.
But so
So
make
we are going and come on
essential.
after
Make
Dennis Garden
essential to me.
accept when do already. Where we are going? Where
The
we are
only
going?
thing, the only thing me did want ask essential, I want him finish what I say, is that if he read the statement from Dennis Gordon that he put out in the papers yesterday. That's all I wanted to ask. If you did read it essential,
Yeah.
you would be talking a different truth. So I'm imploring you to read it, but you can continue.
Yeah, man. Well, basically, when me finish, I know me, I go check for see what come up from it, so that me
Yeah,
could have
man.
a different
I better
mindset.
understand
There's
it.
a
Yeah, man.
different terms of condition around the argument based on how there are so many things happening right now, which people right has been breached, constitution has been not keeping because so many public official and government official continue to breach various pieces of legislation. But as you say,
Example. No. Hold on. Example. When you say continue to
What
breach,
if
what you
Pascal
mean?
Duggar them at the Bridget? Stop man at the government perfect, no man.
You hear me tell me no want you in an argument, brethren. He said
right.
Look like the youth attack garbage, and you know the youth attack
no, wait,
cute,
no.
because you want to retract some statements,
He
no
said
Shop
them
City.
time.
Shop City, when you over cash and you behave yourself, you're not going to do that over yourself. And
All right.
secondly, she
said,
have all the right to
Michelle,
question what he's saying, because guess what? Here we are saying we must prove things, then you accuse somebody of something you can't prove. What kind of rubbish is that?
Let me answer now, please. Just give me
Yeah,
one.
go ahead. Go ahead.
One other thing when we see people failing to give accurate information to the Integrities Commissioner, that breach section 14 and 15 of the Integrities Commissioner. So you had asked me to explain, and I had explained that part. So
Which people?
we have member of parliament.
Which member of parliament?
Sir, the
member of
Integrity
parliament?
Commission has the right to prosecute someone if they can prove that they did that. That's an erroneous statement.
But which member of parliament? Name the member of parliament.
You doesn't remember any member of parliament get charged and plead guilty last year.
Oh, okay. So it's okay. So it was dealt with then.
I say continue. Continue.
It's more than one of them. That's why we say continue on one of them.
No,
more
but
than
name
one of
them. You can't accuse people like that, brethren.
No, that's why we say. So you'd like me to go through and name everybody. That you say?
If you know them,
the gentleman is
name.
right, because the names can't, because of the
Secrecy Act, that
your Prime Minister himself invoke. No name can be called at this moment. You guys know it very well. No name can be called, you guys know very well.
Mute the people and call. Everybody attack one time.
Anyway.
You think over caution there?
Bye, Carl.
Sound like a Hagan dog, Soji, man. You not sound good, bro. Everybody attack one time. You not sound good.
Don't waste time with that.
Yeah, going over caution, man.
Me not like Ingram, so me not stay nowhere where him there.
Yeah, so Mr. Ingram, I guess say you come to defend what can defend, but you know we're gonna allow you to defend it because what is
Carl Lewis, good morning. Good morning, Carl Lewis. What there is to defend?
All right, wait first, Mr. Ingram. Just hold on a little bit. Give me a little chance. Travis. On to Travis. I am the one. Yeah,
Sir,
Travis,
yeah, man.
I'm gonna allow you and Mr. Ingram a little 5 minutes. But why you set the pace? Why you set the
No,
argument?
me not sure what them argue about, you know, so me can say what I say and then respond.
Well, you know, our topic already. Our topic is still on Jacden. The leader of the
Okay.
opposition come out and ask him to resign.
Stop.
Yeah.
Jacden, hold on, guys, hold on, man. Jacden boss write do an article in the Cleaner yesterday. Say him not resign. But Mark Golden tell himself to resign now. So it is what it is. Some of you and Mr. Ingram for have a discussion where that is concerned. And then later on in the discussion we can bring in caution.
Good afternoon. And I'm not here to discuss anything personal. My personal life is different. I'm a PMP and I have a right to defend the PMP party here, there, and everywhere. I like everyone. I know nobody. Me like everyone. That's where my argument stops. So that makes sense good personal because I'm not here to discuss anything personal with anyone. Good. There's nothing to defend, you know. The leader of the party is consistent with his position. He had stated from day one that he don't support any wrong. Just like Noel Ingram, I don't put any color to criminality. And he said that where the chips fall, they may. Now I'm going to encourage people to the same argument that simply, you know, the same argument and the same principles. You're using it now and Dennis Gordon. Use it right across the board and all the P's. It's as simple as that. The leader of the party said from day one that when the investigation is completed and the investigative authority in Jamaica right now is MOCA, the police, the Integrity Commission, and the Auditor General. They are
Mr. Ingram, let me ask you something though. As can to you, the leader of the opposition say he might wait on the investigation to complete. The investigation complete as yet?
No, sir.
Then why is it then the leader of the opposition call upon Dennis Gordon to step aside?
He put a letter. He stated a letter that he now have enough information which is satisfied that there's something wrong. He said, although he don't, I just read the letter and I reposted the letter. He said he has seen nothing where the man has broken the law.
But that's so contradictory. But hold on, Sir Ingram. Now go allow you back.
Carl, are you going to allow him to finish so I can just dismantle the argument?
Yeah, because all right, finish, Mr. Ingram.
Yes,
finish.
The leader of opposition had stated from day one that he is not agree with any wrongdoing, and whenever there's something wrong, whenever the investigation is completed, he is going to let the chips fall where they may. And he's consistent with what he's saying, because at this moment now, he's now saying to Gordon, step aside from the two, I think it's two committees involving, because he's now satisfied that something is definitely wrong. Although I have seen nothing where I broken the law. Now what is fascinating, what is fascinating, the JLP and its followers are beating down Dennis Gordon to leave. Now the question is, what principle are you using for Dennis Gordon to leave? What the principle are you using when it comes to other PMP, other JLP person? What the principle are you using? When EU seek equity must come with clean hands.
All right, and on that note, Sir Ingram, on that note, may I bring in Travis now? Come in, Travis.
All right, so
and I am the one. Hold on, Travis. I am the one.
Yes.
I am the one.
Yes, I'm here.
I am the one still there. All right, you and Caution are going to have a discussion. I saw me deal with it. You and Caution are going to have a discussion. So, Travis, I'm going to respond to what Mr. Ingram just said. Travis, come in.
All right. He said a lot of nonsense, a lot of nothing. First thing I'm going to respond to, the leader of the opposition said that he sees nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, he stated that he see that the man hasn't breaking any laws, right? Yet he's satisfied enough to say that something is wrong. So which one is it? Nothing wrong or something wrong? Because if something is wrong, I mean, he do something outside of the remits of normal code of conduct or have gone as far as broken the law. So is it nothing wrong or something wrong? Because here's what makes it even more interesting. He has been removed from the PAC, and he is being moved out, party chairman or something like that, some other thing. Oh no, shadow cabinet. He has been removed from the shadow cabinet, right? Yes, nothing is wrong. Yet you're standing with him and nothing wrong, but you remove him from in 2 posts. That makes sense to anybody? It's as if you beat your child and they don't do nothing, they don't say nothing, they don't do nothing, but you beat your child. Why? Why is it? And you can't even quote the party leader's letter properly. You don't know where to remove him from, right? And to make it worse, Mr. Garden stated, so watch a contradictory people. In the morning, you have Mr. Garden coming out to state that him not do nothing and him now resign. In the afternoon, the party leader come and say, oh, you have to resign.
Javi, he personally didn't do it, or the company do it. Him have a point.
Mr. Chop City, I'm not talking to you.
Mr. God, is
do yourself Mr. Chop
is not Get your facts correct. Get your facts correct.
Mr. Ingram, stay out of the discussion, please. You get your chance a while ago. I'm serious today, you know. You get your chance a while ago. Allow Travis to complete, and then after Caution, me go bring in Caution, and I am the one I go have a discussion. Please. Make it flow the way.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's ask ourselves this. The man say, he don't know nothing about it, he don't do nothing, he have nothing to do with him, and that is after stating that he is the head of the companies. Now, we would have been privy to the argument by Mr. Ingram and company that the minister is the head of the health ministry, so the buck stops with him. Where has that principle gone? Because since we are talking about principle, where has that principle gone? Because if they only want to say the company do something and it's not him, who is the head of the company? Because he did state in the article that he's the head of the company. So since the company do it and not him, right? And when you find that there's an issue at the same hospital and you say the buck stop with the minister, in this case, does the buck stop with Mr. Garden? Because that principle is one y'all should maintain. You should be consistent to the principle.
Travis, 10 seconds I respond, Mr. Debug, Mr. Ingram. 10 seconds. Sir Ingram. Always. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
A load of crap. The fact of the matter is the issue before us in Jamaica today is an issue with nobody from the ministry or from the UWHI or reported anybody breaking there. It means that there's some culprit.
All right, hear you, Mr. Ingram, hear you.
Simple.
Caution.
Yo, where's that? I see him something.
Yeah. And the topic now got change.
No, but listen, listen this now. You see, when rain fall, wet up one house. And that's what me know. Me never yet see rain fall
make sure Jacden do. Make sure Jacden.
No, but we have to use certain kind of examples. We have to use. We can't use examples.
Yeah, but if you straight too much,
no, wait, man. Straight.
Caution. Hold on, my brother. If you go straight too much, me tell you from now, me I go cut you off.
No, you can't do that.
But me don't want you straight. I want you deal with Jacden.
Nah, straight. Yeah, me go
okay, all right. Go on then. Go on, Jacden.
So there is a conversation with the Jamaica Labour Party, the Young Jamaican, and other people like Trav about what Jacden did by the tax, whatsoever them said them never pay. But it's funny enough, Andrew Wellness do the same thing I'm gonna hear now lash out. And that is the hypocrisy, the hypocrisy of you people. You understand what I say? Because you want to be, and this is all me know, say, everyone on the absence, and everyone on the know what I want. Because when that came out about Andrew Wellness, no, say nothing wrong with it. Everyone on the defend it, and it was okay. When you find every angle in the circle. How would that come in my time?
Soji, come out. Soji, just relax, man. Relax, the man.
Not me, I say.
Then we are talking about Carl.
Soji, Relax. Make him talk with him talk, the man.
Yeah.
Make the man talk with him talk, the man, and then after we debunk, I am the one that gonna deal with them. You are gonna get your chance.
All right. So, me hear the Jamaica Labour Party supporters are call for Mark Golding to do something and look on the hypocrisy and know. The man do something and it's still not enough phone. And I gotta say it take too long and this and that. But when we get to realize there is nothing that the PMP or the president of the party can do for please Uno. And this is when we don't like Mark Golding if you know if you listen to me. No try please Uno. Because the things where Uno feel like say we're supposed to upstand and the man keep the upstand and the integrity Uno keep on and don't play whatever the man do where Andrew Holness as the prime minister can do.
All right. On that note, I am the one coming.
Yeah, man. Carl, first thing, I can't believe you match me up against somebody like this. But anyway, you know, me not even got nonsense all the way I say, because all the way I say, you know, I have a genuine belief that it's either one or two things. Either you have a lack of understanding or you're just inherently dishonest. And when I say that to say, you're trying to conflate the Prime Minister's company situation with that of Jacden. Jacden committed a fraud by defrauding the Jamaica government of tax money and revenue when they falsified documents to go to the Kingston wharves and clear merchandise in order to evade that is breaking multiple laws. Mr. Jacden boss Dennis Garden said that he's a hands-on person. He's very involved in the operation of his company. It's his baby from day one. So he must have had information about every single transaction that happened in this specific situation. He must have had information about it. This man must have been privy to that information. You understand? Because there's nowhere in Jamaica that a company spends $50 million and the owner for the company does not know where that $50 million is spent. That aside, when you compare the Prime Minister...
Wrap up now, I am the one here. Wrap up.
Yeah, man. When you compare the Prime Minister's company, what the Prime Minister company did is called an intra-company transfer of funds. Meaning, money is moved from one company within a group to another company within the group. There's nothing illegal about it. There's nothing untoward about it. And the rest of you know.
All right. Sir Ingram, just hold up.
10 seconds.
Swatch it. No. You have 10-second caution.
Okay. That is not the problem. The problem is the tax evasion that the Prime Minister was doing. That is the tax evasion, which is a criminal offense. Am I correct you?
But let me answer you. Let me answer you about the part there. This tax evasion with the Prime Minister, I mean, not see it.
Let me interject.
And you alone not see it. The Integrity Commission not see it. The 36 million investigator not see it. FID not see it. CAJ not see it.
Caution, me hear you. And Travis, me hear you. Soji and O'Keefe are going to match up. Soji and O'Keefe. I don't know if you want to go first, then O'Keefe, whatever. But a Soji and O'Keefe. You Soji, go on.
God, hear me answer to you, sir. What we're running with a dead horse from the PMP. A dead horse, then the last of the truck. And dropping a hole on the truck. PMP. So I waste my time. Because me there so far out.
Put up an next stand then.
It don't make no sense.
So you know, you're a competition.
Well,
Yeah, put up a next content.
No, all right,
Bro,
go on, talk.
what did this man? I want to your call, man. What this man are jumping on my argument for, man?
Forget him, no, my brother, man, and just
How you
talk,
get upset, you
Forget
talk.
him,
You
man.
love
Stop
jump
worry
for
about
me in
it.
time. Well, I know you love jump for me when me talk, and you know, I shut them up. Me know why you do that in a call.
Why?
That I tell you,
Jump
call
on
me
no
up
man.
my mouth.
Why?
How the man get upset so easy? How the man get upset so easy?
My brother in Soji, just go through with the discussion, no, man. Go on through, Soji.
Right, hear me as a call.
Yeah.
Me, you set me in a race with a dead horse. Dead horse. Not even fly and junk on one that the horse if you know. Dead horse. You put me in a race with. Listen to what I'm saying to you. The facts on the table. Dennis Garden paid back $10.1 million. If you did nothing wrong, why pay back it? And that is what we're debating. Mark Bolin late tell it all it reach Africa and come back long time. With him comment when he come out with say he still say he do something wrong and he do something wrong. So me not understand. What is he saying? What the statement he's making? I can't understand. Why step aside if you did nothing wrong? Why push him aside if he did nothing wrong? And you were waiting on the investigation. All of that.
And that's the big question.
So
and that's the big question where the PNP must answer today.
Answer. Yes. That is what I'm saying. What
and that's
is
when we
that?
want O'Keefe, and that is where either want O'Keefe answer when him come.
Yes. Definitely. That is where I'm going. But running with some things. One thing for sure. This Prime Minister have never put his hand in taxpayers' money. Never. So whosoever can chat. Never put his hand in the kitty jar. So whosoever want come and talk can talk, but I can tell you, who have a clean hands make him talk. My Prime Minister Andrew Holness make him talk. PMP can't talk. Because Dennis Garden hand was caught in the cookie jar. Let somebody defend that.
Okay, for your time.
Right, yeah, I would like to,
remember, O'Keefe,
yeah,
I go warn you. O'Keefe, I go warn you. Please keep it clean.
No, man,
all right, you just keep the discussion clean. That's all me ask you.
All right, what I'm saying, Carl, is that, the Bible say, if rafter na yaya and matter na yaya, you call for somebody. This government is so corrupt. Let me name them. Prime Minister. See, Christopher Tufton put on a deal of 88 million Jamaican dollars to his sweetheart.
O'Keefe,
subject we are dealing with.
O'Keefe, hold on, O'Keefe.
Subject we are dealing with.
Travis, hold on, O'Keefe. And Jacden we are talking about here.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Keep it with Jacden we
yeah,
are talking about.
That, me get into that's not me right. That is only right? So I'm telling you, right? You have the how much oil missile from Petrojam like the Malaysian plane what cannot be found. No, our integrity boss, two times the situation face him. We lost a seat because of Dennis Meadows. If Dennis Meadows was the candidate for Northern Trelawney, we would have won that seat there. And he had to resign. Okay? Dennis Garden into his mix up or whatever. When we look into it, the integrity boss go through said, okay, Dennis, I'm going to remove you from the PAC and also as shadow minister. The people then put him in as MP, him cannot trouble him because the people then put him in as MP until further investigation. You understand? And let me explain something. Mr. Ingram is an accountant. Mr. Ingram, tell them the difference between Dutch tax and dipping the tax money. Explain that to them, Mr. Ingram, for me, who is an accountant. But they know that Dennis Garden did not mail with taxpayers' money. He did not mail with taxpayers' money.
So the 10 million, okay, so the $10 million who for money?
Huh?
The $10 million when pay back a who for money?
Mr. Ingram, who is an accountant, can
no, but
explain.
you raise a point, and I guess say you have some knowledge of what you are saying.
Yes,
so if it is you just say, hold on, listen to what me I say, man. If it is you say what you just say, and you stand by where you just say, then you need to tell where who for money for not taxpayer money.
Read that. Read that. Let me tell you that corruption.
Custom duties and taxes.
Ingram.
Come out.
We now play that video.
No, Miguel, because Mr. Ingram is more knowledgeable than me with the tax thing. Mr. Ingram is an accountant. So Mr. Ingram can explain that to you. If you know, let me explain something to you. This government, soldier, we need to play your argument. This government, soldier, this government
you cannot talk what you don't know.
This government, soldier,
leave him alone, make him finish. Make him finish, soldier.
This government, you understand, if you pick the beam out of them here, they are in government. Christopher Tufton, let me tell you something. Dennis Garden thing is just like a confederate. The big thing is in the Ministry of Health. Fitzgerald, a confederate. The big culprit is in the Ministry of Health. And Christopher Tufton need to resign. And Jamaica people need to just, we have to get rid of the Jamaica Labour Party. It's too much scandal.
All right. Hear your land right there, so.
Give me a thought there, Carl. Give me a thought there. Just read.
Yeah, man.
Dennis Garden figure jail. PMP is making excuse for Dennis Garden thieving up the taxpayer money. Say, oh, he helped the poor. Oh, he do this. Bullshit. There's no excuse for robbing up the taxpayer.
Stop your rubbish, Spirit. Stop your rubbish.
First thing that Dennis did, he went and paid the $10 million. He said no do nothing, and then he go pay the $10 million. Then Mark Golden come out and say he's taking him out.
I think it's a program you run, Carl. I want to go on here, so. I want
you mute your mic.
No, man,
Don't talk like that. Anybody who wants to leave the box, just leave.
Yeah, Caution, go on, Caution, go on, you're passing up. Go on.
Who want to leave, just leave. But Dennis Garden figure jail. Thieving up taxpayer money, there's no excuse for it. And what PMP is doing, they're making excuse to say, oh, he helped the poor, and oh, he bring in these dialysis machine, and nobody else don't have it. Bullshit. If you research it, there are plenty other, over 10 or more private facility in Jamaica that are bringing in the dialysis machine. Should we
Carl Lewis, they diabetes, you know.
Should they get tax exemption free? Are they allowed to just rob up the taxpayer money also, people? What are we saying here? Why is it that PMP think that the law don't go for them? Why are they so lawless? Huh? Why are they so lawless? Dennis Garden figure jail. Going in to pay the $10 million is not good enough for the Jamaican people. Because if it was me, I wouldn't be that wouldn't stand for me. You understand? It would have been more consequences. So you understand? A jail Dennis Garden figure, argument done. I'll close there for now.
Mr. Ingram, come in.
Carl Lewis, I'm going to call on you. You're running a program. And if something is just absolutely incorrect, you need to call it. Okay?
What is incorrect?
Custom duty. Anyone in Jamaica evade custom duty. The custom department as an enforcement branch to ensure the custom is paid.
But
we know that,
Mr.
right?
Ingram. Let me ask you
we
something.
Know that. Do you know that, Carl Lewis?
Mr. Ingram,
do you know that?
Mr.
Do
Ingram,
you know
yes.
that?
But let me ask, yes. But let me ask you something. Custom is a part of government. Who is it?
Yes,
custom?
sir.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
All right, one time.
And if you look elsewhere, you saw where I explained that thoroughly. On the issue of custom duty and income tax, there's a distinct difference. When a person uses money from a company as his personal source of income, that person is liable to taxation. in particular to a person who get a monthly salary, and the monthly salary is already at the maximum threshold. In Jamaica land we love, we have 2 income tax thresholds, a low and a higher. The Prime Minister of this country is at the higher of the threshold. Any
Carl,
other
use the
income,
timer, Carl. Carl, use the timer.
any
I don't
other
know.
I'm in next year, please. Let me hear him clear.
No, I'm just telling Carl to use
Now
the timer.
make Travis hear him. Make Travis hear him.
Just put the timer, Carl. Put the timer. Put the timer.
His threshold
Come on,
is
let me
taxable.
hear him, please.
So the duties that are paid by customs, I'm on the same Jacden. Please listen and learn. All of you here, listen and learn. I'm referring to the same Jacden issue. Now, the issue with respect to the machines were imported in this country by UWHI. Jamaican, please understand, 140 people here today. The machines that were imported by the UWHI, Universal Hospital of the West Indies. Okay? The custom enforcement arm must have investigated and realized that the machines are elsewhere and not at the UWHI. Therefore, it triggered an investigation further to identify that these machines came in the island under the UWHI and placed elsewhere. They must have insisted that this custom be paid. The gentleman who is the managing director,
him have some time.
Is this ignorance or literacy? The custom department of an enforcement branch. The machines
so like illiteracy on your part.
Under an invoice at UWHI. The exemption clause could not have chipped in if the item were not items invoiced to UWHI. And UWHI have a clean bill of health when it comes to Tuesday. They do not pay duties. And that is how the issue came in. If you guys are ignorant to the fact, take note and learn. The items came into Jamaica under UWHI. Therefore, custom waived the duty and they are entitled to not paying any duty. When custom enforcement branch determined that the item were elsewhere, they demand the duty paid. Then they would have asked UWHI to pay the duty. Simply what happened, UWHI would have called in Jacden and say, you know, you got the machines, they have to pay the duty. The managing director of Jacden go in and pay the duty because the duties are payable on the machines. That's a simple argument. But please note, Jamaicans, there's no report from UWHI that somebody break into their facility. Please note.
There is a report.
He who seek equity must come with clean hands.
Low him time. I'll finish.
He who seek equity must come with clean hands. So if you're calling on Jacden to go to jail, tell me there's something in Jamaica that is called accessory to the fact. Conspiracy and accessory to the fact. So if nobody break into UWHI, how is it that Jacden is called to go to prison now? Hello? Thank you very much.
Yeah, and Travis,
And
come in,
Travis,
Travis. Thank you, Carl.
Travis,
Just let me
know.
5 minutes.
Yeah, hold him to respond. Just let me just
Hold on, Carl.
Let me respond,
because
please.
me not shout to come like say, boy, you think me come here for figure it. Me not shout like a thief.
Okay, brother, you will come.
Yeah,
You will come in. Let me speak to Mr. Ingram, please. Restart my 5 minutes, please.
Yeah, for real, green blood. Sorry about that, man.
So hear me say no real quick. So Mr. Ingram said he might tell the truth. So ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Gardner of Jacden is lying. Dennis Gardner of Jacden posted in the Observer yesterday that he and his company was importing the machine by themselves. And when they see that they could not get it done, his people went to the hospital and have them use the tax exemption to get it. So Mr. Ingram, who are tell lie, you or Jacden? Because we can't understand the two things cannot be true. The two of them can't be true. How is it rubbish? Did you read the Observer, Mr. Ingram? Well, we should not ask you that because reading is not a thing that you guys seem to like.
Observer.
No, the
The machine
observer.
came in under UHWI.
Sir, be quiet. Be quiet, sir. Be
Mr.
quiet.
Ingram, you get
Be
5
quiet.
minutes a while ago uninterrupted us, so stop it.
Yeah. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis Garden of Jacden tell us that his company was importing the machines yesterday in the Jamaica Observer. The article you had to pay to read it. And that's why I don't found no read it because you never want to pay a fee. You had to pay for it on their website. Behind the paywall, you pay for it and read it. And let me tell you now, he admitted that guess what? The hospital cleared the products for him. He admitted that he and his company was trying to clear it and it would have taken too long. So guess what? He asked the people over there to do it.
Trying to clear it.
Sir, be quiet. Be quiet. You see the hospital clear it. Be quiet. You see the hospital clear it. So be quiet. Be quiet, Mr. Ingram. Be quiet. You get your 5 minutes and talk rubbish. You get your 5 minutes and talk rubbish.
Mr. Ingram, why is that
Mr. Ingram, me go talk longer. Me go talk longer. The more you disturb me, the longer me go talk. The more you disturb me, the longer me go talk. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we see. Because he might appeal to Jamaica, you must read for yourself and do not let these people lie to you and take you for a fool. He went on this income tax argument. Now, there's no income tax involved in company-to-company transactions. He claimed that he evaded tax when the Integrity Commission who investigated the matter and reported to the country never said that. They never said that. 30 million Jamaican dollars was paid for a private investigator, then call them international from over Trinidad. And they came and said there's nothing untoward towards his finances and account transactions. Nothing untoward, no nefarious activities was declared. Secondly, the FID cleared him Financial Investigative Division. But yet here we are with Mr. Ingram about tax evasion and who is an accountant and you don't know an income tax. Utter rubbish, people. Utter rubbish. These are people who are just presenting themselves to be bright when they don't bright. Because if you check the facts, you find that them a lie or them just straight up illiterate on the matter. That's what it is. That's what it is. The report. Who said we not see the report? We say we not. Which report is that, Mama? Which report? Which report? The report from the private investigator. Did you know that that report is subject to evidence? They must present that as part of evidence to the court matter. That was reported widely. No furious, right? The next thing you talk about, Jacden is innocent because income custom of department of the custom is directly under the remit of the Ministry of Finance and the Tax Administration of Jamaica. So he evaded taxes in not paying the custom duties. Don't try to talk about, oh, custom is different. Don't do that. He did it and he admitted to it in the article. And that's why he's been removed. That's why he's been removed. So when you come out here and try to defend the indefensible, it's laughable. I remember specifically when I played the video from CVM TV with Dennis Gardner announced the machines. You, Ingram, you, Noel James Ingram, come up on the program and tell me, say, you have nothing to do with what going on at the hospital. You, Noel James Ingram, say, the book stop with the minister. Why is it now? When Jacden is the head of the company and the company in fault, he's free of any questions. Make it make sense. Make it make sense because it now makes sense right now.
All right, Travis, well said. Green Blood, come in. You're there a long time now, Green Blood. Green Blood.
Yes, man, me there, man. Me there.
Yeah, man, what's up?
Me not scream, so you invite me there, man. Me there. First thing first, I can't understand how you have a real, reputable accountant on the panel and telling you that whatever invading down a wall, you know, nothing to do with the tax in the country.
That's why you come in now in a Green Blood to deal with it.
I would have never trust him for your account, for your sweetie for me, if you think that. Next thing, I give you a long story. When time we are boy and we take something out of the cookie jar, no matter how small it is. So my time my mother used to tell me, say, she not slap me for what me take. But she has slapped me for the lie when I tell say I don't meet it. You see? And that is my biggest thing with this thing here. And that me realize nobody not talk about. We are talking about a man where him do something, him do something which is wrong. And everybody can identify that he's wrong. And the opposition came out and say, he asked this man. He inquired, him asked him. So boy, you hear me? You did anything wrong? And the opposition give an account, so the man say, he did nothing wrong. This man got to the point of his lawyers right to media companies to retract and threaten with lawsuits, saying that he has no involvement, his company is not involved any at all in nothing that the Auditor General has discovered. Right? And now, come to think of it now, yesterday me read, said this man pay back $10.1 million. So my question is, who is lying and can they be trusted? And why is it that you have people who is a member of the People's National Party? I think they should be this morning saying to this man, you need to go because you lie to the leader and make the leader look foolish, right? Because that would what I be doing. Because if you make my leader look so foolish, if you come out there and say, boy, I hear me, me ask you and you say, you not do nothing wrong, you know. And you left me, my leader with egg pan in face. Instead, you come and say, boy, listen, you know, the man not do nothing wrong. But if the man not do nothing wrong, the same leader who the man lied to, come out and say, boy, you know, you have to go step down from this place and this position. So how is it that the members of the People's National Party and social media, I said the man not do nothing wrong, but the leader, I said, listen, you know, me get enough evidence and you have to step down.
All right, on that note, right there, so you have to leave it right there, so Greenwood.
All right.
Leave it right there, so. Give me 2 minutes. Let me bring in 87. Let me bring in 87.
All right, yeah. Blessings, everybody. Yeah. O'Keefe, you came here and you talk about nonsense. But what strike me the most is you saying that Ingram need to come and show us that the funds weren't public funds or weren't taxpayers' money. No, O'Keefe, come on, man. Come on. Everybody, we don't need Ingram to show us that. We don't need Ingram to show us that because there's no such thing. All right, so I'm going to move on from O'Keefe because I just want, because that hurt me so much to see a man like O'Keefe says an educator talking utter crap. Next thing now, what happened is fraud. It's just fraud.
The man asked for a difference between income tax and custom duties. That's what man asked.
No. He said that it wasn't taxpayers' money. He mentioned taxpayers.
No, you're not back and forth talk with Mr. Ingram.
No, the next thing now is what happened is just fraud. You get me? UWHI, based on their exemption as a non-profit entity, cannot import no item for nobody. And that is clear, that is set out. UWHI can only import items for itself. The minute they import an item for anybody, right, it is fraud. Whomever involved need to go to prison, which is why on the 24th of February, they called in the fraud squad. It is fraud, and it is an offense that
is that it was created in this administration. All right. I just want to find out. I'm only asking questions here because based on what I read, I might not be able to comprehend it appropriately, or there might be some thing going on. So I'd like people who are more learned than myself to really, to answer those questions for me. And I yield.
Oh, thank you. O'Keefe, come in back now, O'Keefe. O'Keefe gone on tea time. All right then, so we pass Green Blood.
O'Keefe couldn't go before me,
Go back.
O'Keefe couldn't go before me.
Yeah, go on, Soji.
O'Keefe couldn't go before me. Me I come for right now before me do anything. Me I come for you.
Oh, me?
You me I come for. Yeah, let me tell you this, yeah? You know, so me remain silent how long? I realize that me try to butt in, you jump on me. But then time Ingram and them jump in and I say nothing to them. Listen to me. Me no want just jump on me.
Well, that is not true. But you have your opinion. That is not true. That is not true. Because here was Soji. Soji.
Hold on, wait. Soji and Carl on our own time will settle this matter. So now, there's an issue at hand. Yeah, no, but you're saying, Carl, we will settle that later. Yeah, we settle that later, Carl.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Soji, me a mute Ingram all the way. Every time Ingram walk in, when me mute him. So you don't know. So talk him.
No, it's not about the muting. It's not about the muting. It's a talk. You talk down to me, but you're not saying to him. It's not about the muting. You're trying to talk down to me.
We can deal with that later.
Hey, Carl Lewis, don't talk to me again. Don't talk to me again. Don't talk to me again.
Soji, we can deal with that later. Right? We can deal with that for our time. Focus on the issue at hand. Thank you.
Soji, your time. Talk if you talk, if you make O'Keefe go on. No, O'Keefe jump off back. So when I say O'Keefe, so come in, no?
Yeah, me answer, Carl. Then I put my life on the line to say this one thing. If I'm going down the street and I see a PMP on the road, and then tell me, say, every man will go down this out, they might kill them. Me I go there, and I go down there. Saying this to say that PMP have no truth in them. No truth. No truth is in a PMP, man. Because of what? Then greedy behavior and gluttonous behavior, they want things for themselves alone. Now you see it played out. Because this man rob with money, taxpayer money, and a tax with bad mining. Eh? You listen to this now. You take our things and a car we say with bad mining. And you go pay back money, you know. And you know. So that means say you do something wrong. If you never do something wrong, who can get pay back money if you don't do nothing wrong? Answer to that, Carl. You tell me if no man can make you pay money for you, no. Tell me. Answer to that.
You have to ask Mr. Ingram that. For me, you don't know the answer to that already. So ask Mr. Ingram.
You understand what I'm saying? So they are coming here.
Call my name. Did somebody call my name?
No, it's all right. Yes, but it's not for you to respond.
You understand what I'm saying? You Carl, we come here and them spin and they spin, but them can't come on my yard and shut up my mouth. So I go and tell them. Every live I go on, I go and talk about that. So if they feel like this is just a tip of the iceberg, this is just a tip of the iceberg. And none of them, no mighty can pour. They stop me from talking. None of them. So they will be hearing about Jacden for a long time. And I yield there.
Well, you see, you take less than the amount of time. So please note that, Soji. If I give you 3 minutes, I take it. So come in, Mr. Ingram.
Carl Lewis, I am very concerned here, you know. I'm very concerned here. 140 people here. I'm 140 people here, and I want this is pure ignorance. The duty exemption resides with the UWHI. If anybody else bring an invoice item into Jamaica, the UWHI exemption cannot apply. For custom to have paid, could have exempt the exemption of duties on the items.
But Mr. Ingram, let me ask you a question. Mr. Ingram.
Hold on, Carl.
Mr. Ingram, you will get back a chance to talk.
But Mr. Ingram, that's where the fraud lies. That's where the fraud lies.
Let me ask Mr. Ingram something. Y'all get back your time. What Jacden expect? Jacden don't believe so them supposed to pay duty on anything them import? Answer that, Mr. Ingram.
Jacden, as my good friend Travis said, that Jacden said they tried to clear the item and was not able to do it. What I saw on the invoice is an invoice to UWHI and the shipping address was Jacden. That's what I saw.
And that's
furniture. That's for the furniture. That's for wait, guys. That's for the furniture. No, Mr. Ingram, that was for the furniture. $250,000 worth of furniture.
So
that wasn't for the machines.
Hold on.
Mr. Ingram, Mr. Ingram, you open a new can of worms. Can I respond? Can I respond? Can I respond to what you said just now?
Are you telling Jamaica that the invoice for the machines were invoiced to Jacden?
I'm telling Jamaica that the invoice that you bring into the conversation just now was for $250,000 worth of furniture. Yeah,
no, sir.
That's the
no, sir.
Mr. Ingram, please mute your mic, no, sir.
You're talking rubbish. Listen,
Carl,
let me repeat what I said. Let me repeat what I said.
Mute Mr. Ingram. Coming in at the competition.
The invoice I saw for the machines were invoiced to UWHI and addressed to Jack.
All right. The invoice that the Gleaner posted, everybody have, is invoice for furniture, not the machines. $250,000 worth of furniture. Yes, built to the university. Built to the university hospital.
Carl Lewis,
but delivered to 18 and 3/4 Lindus Road.
Why you don't maintain some integrity? Carl Lewis, why you not double standard?
Mr. Ingram, just
why you not double standard, Carl Lewis?
Mr. Ingram,
some standard, Carl Lewis.
All right, your time soon done, Mr.
Carl Lewis, why you don't maintain some?
You know, say you run out. You know, Mr. Ingram, you waste time by your own time, you know.
More time, because the more nonsense he make, the more me get to beat him. Carl, give him more time. The more crap in talk, the more me beat him.
Who is muting me?
Mr. Ingram, talk where you talk.
But you are muting me. And you come below, it's coming in my time.
Mr. Ingram, I told you from the other day, a lot of time when you see you get mute, it's not out of malice, it is because of we have put some regulation on the thing.
All right, put your regulation.
I just add a restore. Go ahead.
Put in the regulation and tell me when to talk, sir.
Yeah, go ahead and wrap up. You have 2 more minutes to wrap up.
Backside.
You get some already. You get some of your time already, Mr. Ingram. Because I give you additional time for wrap up. So just use it wisely now, please.
Let me repeat for the people, 150 people, 58 people here. For the exemption to be applied at customs, the invoice must be in the shippee name. The document, the invoice that comes in, it must be in the entity's name for the exemption from the UWHI to be applied. That's a fix. Let us understand that, Jamaicans. The exemption cannot apply unless the invoice is in the recipient's name. Let's get that straight as crystal. So Jamaicans, don't listen to the rumors and the innuendos. Listen to the facts. For the exemption clause to apply, the invoice must be in the recipient name. We can go and research that for ourselves. We don't have to listen to rumor and gossip.
Who is the recipient? Just for clarity, who is the recipient?
Guys,
for the invoice exemption to apply, it must be in the UWHI name, the invoice. Must. That's a fix. So let us lose the rest of the program to research that. And I stop right here with that fact.
All right.
This
All
means
right.
that
Stop.
the
Hold on, you
US
say stop.
Here
Wait,
we
wait,
go
wait,
ask
guys.
somebody.
Guys, you say
Let
stop.
me
Please
ask
allow
the
me.
question.
Allow me. Let me
Here
respond.
we go ask
Can
Madam
I
Speaker for the
respond?
forward. Pass Madam Speaker in the box. Madam
We can
Speaker,
read
you
the
have a next
article.
device video?
Read the
Yes.
article.
You have a
Read
next
the
device?
article.
Hold on, Travis.
Yes.
Travis. Hold on. Madam Speaker, you have another device with you?
Yes, I
Me I
do.
go ask if I check anything. What we say?
All right,
Yeah,
Carl.
please and thanks.
No problem.
Carl,
But Carl, beg you
I
1
am a
minute.
farmer.
Travis, go
Beg,
on,
wait,
Travis.
Travis,
Go on
beg you,
through, Travis.
Beg,
Let me hear Madam
1
Speaker
minute,
first. Go ahead.
Carl, just for clarity, right? Ingram is correct about the invoice. That is why the
Yes.
question, Carl, you must ask
Thank
Ingram.
you very much.
Yeah, man. So the question, Ingram, I want to ask you this, right? In the article on Sunday, Dennis Garden said it was never his intention to use the tax exempt because him always bringing things the legal way, right? We have to believe what he said because we don't know his intent. Dennis Garden told the country in the article, Ingram, that is when the product reached at Jamaica port and them start to do the paperwork for clear it, Ingram, they found out that they need the special permit. So what that tells me, Ingram, I don't know if it tell you, but tell me that the address from the shipping company could not have been UWHI, Ingram, because it was never his intention to use UWHI. He said he was going to use his company name. Is when
That's
he
what I
find
said,
out.
Madam Speaker. That's what I said, Madam Speaker.
So what happened?
The invoice was in the
That's
receipt
Can I
name
respond? Can I
and
respond?
the
Because
shipper.
Yes,
And the
all right,
shipping
all right,
address
all right.
was
You lie.
Mark then.
You lie.
The
Ingram,
shipping
so
address was
so
Jack
therefore,
then.
Ingram.
That's what I said.
So therefore, Ingram.
Too much people up on the
Me
floor
ever land
one
now,
time. Too
Carl, I
much.
promise. So therefore, Ingram, somebody is lying, right? We can agree that somebody is lying, right, Ingram? When they? Because
Him there, man. Him a hear you too.
What I know, Madam Speaker, in that the invoice was in UWHI's name.
Correct.
And the shipping address was Jacden. That's my
correct,
understanding.
correct. So how is correct? So Ingram, how is Mr. Dennis Garden now telling the country, Carl, so it was never his intention to use UWHI. So Carl, when we get from that, Carl, if it was never his intention to use UWHI, nothing a UWHI name, don't Carl. Because you're never going to use them, so nothing of them name.
Madam Speaker, that can be simply explained, you know.
How we can explain? Tell me.
Jacden could have asked the Ministry of Health.
All right,
to grant him
Travis,
special.
tell him now, me
Could have and did not.
Thank you very much.
Could have and did not. Could have.
Travis, go ahead, Travis. Go ahead,
Madam
Travis.
Speaker. Jacden could have asked
Yeah,
the Ministry of Health.
Ingram time, Ingram. I'm Mr. Ingram time. Post about people time now. I know you're gone in a
Good.
Travis time.
So here's what Mr. Ingram tried to slide past everybody just now. I stated in my submission that Jacden was going to he was starting the process to clear the document, the things them himself. Then he go and UWHI and make UWHI do it. Mr. Ingram responded and said, "Oh, if you ever clear, you have it under UWHI name." That was the original argument. Him try to dispute when I say, because what I said is what Dennis Garden put in the article yesterday, as Munchie just come confirm. He originally was doing it himself, meaning he reached Jamaica, send under their name. And then when they couldn't clear it because they need permit and all these things, he stated in the article that they went to UWHI, right? And get UWHI to do it. So, I've been saying all this time that the issue of forgery and forging signature, conspiracy to defraud, I've been saying it all of this time, that all of these things, as the investigation is going on, we will see. He stated in the article, he confirmed this. Mr. Ingram, the read the article doesn't come out here fight when cannot fight because Mr. Garden word put him to shame.
Don't have to read the article.
Here, you don't have to read the article.
Certain things are fixed.
On my time, you're on my time.
There's something in consignment.
You're on my time. 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 Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, as the man saying at the article, first thing is, him saying at the article, he was on two positions. Let me tell you what he said. He said that if over 20 years it go on and it is convention to do this thing, have you if you import items for people, for its partners, right? Then he goes further in the article and said that when he realized that they had made a mistake, he go pay the money. So me have to ask the question again because same thing with Mark. He do something wrong or he do something wrong. Can you say he do nothing wrong, but you demote him? Then here we have the man before Marcus say, oh, it is convention, but let me make a mistake. So did you make a mistake or is it convention to do it this way? It's clear, people. But over the Mr. McGlad, them put in a black and white. They are lying. I remember when we played the video with the man that talk about the importing of the goods, and I say yes, and see the people in front of the place come here and then they here, and them have set up the goods. Mr. Ingram disputed the video, and here we are today. Everything has come straight to bear for everybody to see in black and white. He originally wanted to import it himself. He couldn't do it, so he used tax exemption, and that is fraud and unlawful according to the Auditor General. And I yield.
All right. My time.
Yeah, man. Go on through.
All right. So now let me just say that there are several entities that offer private health services, and they all use machines that are imported. Be it whatever machine. Some of them import ambulances and all of that. And when you are importing, just like me in agriculture, if I am importing a machine, say a tractor or a drone to spray, what I need to do is I apply. The first thing you do is contact the manufacturer. You get an invoice describing the product, right? And it tells you everything. Then you go to the Commerce Ministry, right? And this is not what Mr. Ingram is telling you. You go to the Commerce and you apply for a permit. You show them what you're bringing in and they tell you yes or no if that item can come into the country. The next thing you do, if the item can come in and you need a concession, because I am sure that machine will serve the public. The health ministry does give concession, but guess what? They won't give you an exemption. They'll give you some concession. So 15%, but guess what? Some people don't want that. So it's just like me, need a tractor, and I import it, use RADA get 100% exemption, right? I mean, not going to Ministry of Agriculture and say, guess what? Give me some concession because I'll use it for nation building. And they give me 15. I want more than that. I'm too greedy. So I'm going to use RADA. You're not find a farmer using RADA name to bring in a tractor. We're bringing it by ourselves, go to Ministry of Agriculture and get our concession. Just like the man on the road with him coaster bus. They get a concession, but they don't get 100%. They get 20%. So everybody who have a private healthcare service, they do bring it, but they don't go to you, Mr. Ingram. What are you saying? It's people who want bypass the system and get full exemption, got that route. So don't make we be naive like said this man never bring in a machine from the DM ban. Everybody know how it go. You go a Commerce Ministry, you see if there's something there. So the first thing you do is get the permit to see if that thing is legal in Jamaica and if it can come in. So you don't bring in the thing and then you go down there and say you need a permit. And if you need any tax concession, you go to the health ministry. Them help me read up. The health ministry does give some leeway. We don't want that. What happens is people want 100% exemption. So the exemption that they got was for a non-profit exemption, meaning that you're not gonna make no money from it, which is what in the case of UWHI, right? You're not gonna make no money from it. So that's what he wanted in his profit-making entity. I'm rest this up.
I am the one. I am.
No.
Yeah, I realize that.
Yeah, man, but it is what it is.
I hope you not lose your chain of thought.
No, man, I haven't lost my chain of thoughts. But what we can tell you is it's based on Mr. Ingram's logic. It means that you can just go down to Mullah and Jordan and reclaim those items. Because if they were invoiced in UWHI's name, then obviously they belong to you, even though it was paid for by somebody else. And I think that is what should be done. You know, those items should be seized and brought back to the government's use. You know, being that they were brought in, they were invoiced in you know, in the name of government entity, and you know, brought in
Guys,
under
tap
that
up the screen
guise.
for me. Tap up the screen.
So you know, I believe that that is what needs to be done. But at the end of the day, you know, there is no defense for the level of corruption and you know, criminal activity that was involved in this situation. Because they falsified documents, they forged documents, they did everything that was wrong in order to get this thing done. And now they want to come out and say that they have done nothing wrong. You know, it goes to show that the leader of the opposition is not a man of integrity like he says he is. He's actually the opposite. Because if you can see somebody barefaced stealing from government coffers and you say he has done nothing wrong, that means you are in league with what he's doing. You have no problem with him breaking the law. Then you can't be a person of integrity. You're definitely not a person of integrity. And I'm going to leave it there for now.
Okay, great. Soji? Soji?
I'm there, man. So just want to add on that. What I'm saying is that why did he pay the $10.1 billion fine? That is the bigger question. Why did he pay that money? If nothing was wrong and it's okay for what he did, why pay? Why did he pay up? And I just want somebody to answer that. That's all I'm saying. And then, after saying the man did nothing wrong, you remove him from his post. So explain that to me. If he did not, why are punishing him for doing nothing called? Explain that one to me. Why is he being punished for doing nothing? If he did nothing. It's time now, you know. And I say it already, you know. It's time now for PMP to man up. Come to the phone and let's have a good discussion. Because one of the things I said, and I will live with that and die with that. Anybody caught taking taxpayer money must go down. Anybody caught. And I'm not hearing them saying that they're trying to defend what cannot be defended. And that can't make no sense. We have to be true to ourselves and our grandchildren and children, because when a lot of us, me included, I will dead and gone soon, what kind of country we really want Jamaica to be? Because let me tell PMP, because of the internet, the days of the man something, you know, see I report. Soon and gone. Soon and gone. So guess what? We want to let people them in a corruption. We want to let them be tied to the stealing when they should not do. Is that what we want? Can somebody answer that? If that's what the country Jamaica we want. Because sooner or later we are not going to be here. Is it a country that it's okay for a man to take something and then go and pay for it after he feels that, after he benefited from it? Because I know he would have made more than $10 million since them watching the community. So, all that work. That is what we want to teach our children and our grandchildren. That is what the country we want to left for our children and grandchildren. A man we're saying have what? 8 grandchildren or 8 children and what grandchildren. That is the Jamaica. The one for them. Because remember, you know, the handout where you used to get from PMP, then now can get it. You can tell that. Guaranteed. Guaranteed that I forgot I've done it. Completely. So, you need to look at a different avenue now, PMP. Look at a different avenue. Look at me working together to build a better Jamaica and want stealing Jamaica money. Instead of stealing Jamaica money, let's come together and work hard and build Jamaica. And start supporting man stealing our money, but when we have much paperwork to fix. That $10 million they could have fixed Hold it, Papa. Hold it. I was supporting him and finding excuse when he accepted the wrong. God.
Yeah, what
God,
me there, man.
God.
Yeah, me there. You know, hear me there. Me there, what you say? Soji.
What are there?
Yeah, man, you know, hear me, Soji.
Yo.
I think it's my time now.
I hear you now. We are hear you.
Charles.
Yeah, we are hear you. We are hear you, Soji.
Hear Soji. What go on? I can hear you. What's up? Yo. Drop him and take him up back.
Yeah, that me probably have forgot to.
Carl, give me my 3 minutes now, there, Carl. I wait patiently. Put on my time up, you know, me not go over my time. Put on my time, there, Carl.
Yeah, go on through. Are you that now?
Ingram.
It's my time now.
You can't come in after me, Ingram. Only 3 minutes. Me now go over it. Ingram. The statement when Mark Golding put out yesterday, I bet it's going in with that because it have more questions than answers, Ingram. And one hand he's saying that the man not do nothing wrong, and the next hand he's saying he recuse himself from the PAC and from the shadow. Why? If he not do nothing wrong, where you move him for? Why me to recuse himself? That is contradicting. I mean, and Ingram again. When you get a time, come in and tell us why Dennis Garden said that when he came to the port, Ingram, it was intention to clear him package himself. But I want to make me echo. But when they start the process, Ingram, they realize that Ingram, echo with that. But to the mic, no?
No, man, go on through.
Okay. When they start the process, Ingram, they realize that they need a permit to clear the parcel, Ingram, okay? So at what point in time did Dennis Garden team call up a UWHI? We need some clarity on that, Ingram. We're asking the comrade leader and Comrade Dennis Garden to release the bill of lading so the people of Jamaica can see the evidence that he actually brought in the things in his name and he only changed it after he spoke to UWHI. Because we cannot understand what is going on, Ingram. Because you come here and tell us that it was UWHI who brought in the things. And the man tell we himself in the article yesterday, Ingram say, and him bringing in things and he had no intention for not pay the taxes. So we need some clarity on that, Ingram. And also, what else we need clarity on, Ingram? The comrade leader is saying that, you see, Ingram, he sees no evidence of Dennis Gardner breaking the law. Therefore, Ingram, him should not, and you, the comrade, should not see any evidence of the other 3 companies breaking the law as well. Because all 4 companies were cited for the same breach, right? So if we're not going to talk about the other 3 companies that were bringing things and then buy back and then this and that, if you're going to bring that up, you have to bring up Dennis Garden. So you see the conundrum when you find yourself in an Ingram, you cannot criticize the other 3 companies and not criticize Dennis Garden. But the comrade leader say Dennis Garden did nothing wrong. So right now, Ingram, we, the labor right and the people of Jamaica, is calling on the comrade leader to come out and give some clarity to these questions that we have, that we're asking, okay? Thank you.
As I was saying in church yesterday, I wonder why it was ladies who went and looked in the pool and realized that Jesus Christ was risen from the dead. I adore ladies and I want to big up every time, Munchie, because you people come to the teacher at all time with a different perspective, and I must bring to ladies at all time because you guys are different. Now, the issue of the that given fact for the exemption to be applied to an importer, the item must be in the person's name. I don't want to go down the road to determine what Jacden would have meant about going to your other they try to clear the item. If he tried to clear the item, it means that the item must have been in his name. I'm fully aware that there's a possibility if you import something in a particular name, when you come to custom, you can change the name. So I don't know what happened there. One thing I'm relying my conversation on is the fact that when custom issued the exemption, the tax, the custom duty waiver, it was done based on what the invoice was. So that exemption waiver, based on auditing procedures, based on audit trail, the exemption couldn't apply to any other name but the party in which is entitled to the waiver. That's a given. Let us understand that as a fact, and that is not disputable. Okay? The custom department cannot apply an exemption to a party that is not eligible for it. It cannot happen. So let us get that clear as crystal. As I said before, my understanding is that the item came in here in UWHI name, but the shipper, the shipping address was Jacden. That's my understanding. My understanding also led to the point where after custom department look at the transaction, they discover that the item was in fact addressed elsewhere. They must have investigated the UWHI and the items were not there. Their enforcement team would have triggered an investigation further and have located the items at Jacden. It was then that the custom department rightfully demand the duties that are payable on these items. The duties that are payable on the item plus interest and penalty for the period they were not paid. That's static. I'm in imputation for the past 22 years. So I'm fully off phase with these things.
It should.
No.
It should. But by persons, right? And by favoritism, right?
Can you allow me, please? And listen and learn. Listen and learn. The item must have been in the shipper name for it the exemption to be applied to. It can't go no other way. No.
It is me. I can say, listen. This is me.
Can you mute this mic, please?
Listen, the mere fact that the person you is.
Thank you very much.
Liberty Coast, stop making that program, no man.
Thank you very much. So the point is, after that is done,
seconds to finish.
What I think happened is that the custom department is insisting that the duties must be paid. That's what I think caused the scandal. Now, Mark Golding saying that he has not seen any law being broken. I understand that argument from a documentation point of view. However, the investigation, as Mark Golding clearly stated, is an ongoing one. The MOCA, the Auditor General, the Integrity Commission, and the police must complete their information, and Mark Golding will make it clear at the end of the investigation, the chip will fall where they may.
Sir Ingram, are you that now?
Thank you, Carl. Thank you. Thank you, Carl.
Leviticus. Leviticus.
But more ask Ingram.
Carl, I'm supposed to respond to Ingram, you know. You tell me, say I'm
ask my question.
Okay, go ahead and ask your question, brother.
More ask Ingram why him himself in person had to went up there, had to went to the custom. That not what you think?
I don't know.
Yes, simple because I'm gonna tell him why. Because he might talk about this because he knows that him himself in person can change perspective. The people who work at the wharf, them submit to people. They are below. They are below some people, and you right put rank. That's the reason why because you yourself never have to go up there. It nothing change by law, you know, but me I gotta do favors here because of you. That's why himself go up there. Wanna stop going like no one twist up people and say this and that. Yes, we know by law it's not supposed to happen. We're not supposed to grant no favor, no grant, and it's not supposed to change. But why him himself in person had to went up there? in Gram.
He said no, Leviticus. He said no.
Carl.
Yeah.
Listen exactly what I said. This man saying why Jacden had to go up there. That's a non-issue. That's a non-question. That question is not relevant. That question is not relevant. Think when you're asking.
Thank you, Carl. Let me get my time.
I'm bringing in cornerstone. But go on first, Liberty.
And
thank you. Let me ask me a question, please.
But just tell you the reason why Matthew went up there himself. Because himself in person, it can change the perspective of what's supposed to happen. That's exactly how the law get broken.
Leviticus, we hear that. We hear what you say. We hear what you say.
All right. So,
Travis, come in.
Ladies and gentlemen, 140 and everybody listening. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We are hearing. All right. So, we must listen to the Ingram argument and we must listen to you. Who that? Somebody else says
the feed I go in and out. Your host? Yeah, the feed I go in and out. I don't know if it's from my side or if anybody else I hear that.
Maybe I don't know.
Clear.
Somebody had a problem. Right,
long time no see in SPS, bro. Welcome back. Anyhow, I am saying if we listen to Mr. Ingram argument carefully, they're not grounded in facts. In fact, he said, I think what happened was, and that right there is his own perspective, his own mind at work. Now here are the facts. The investigation launched when the report was released by the Auditor General. That's what everybody knew. Everybody on here can attest to that. The Auditor General report hit, and we hear of these things, and everybody start to investigate, including myself, and found out who imported 12 dialysis machines and presented it to you by way of video with a CVM news report. Don't kind of nice, but now watch that. I'm saying to you guys, read the facts for yourself. Mr. Dennis Garden tell us by way of an interview that was published in the Observer yesterday. He said that it wasn't his intention to use UWHI. It wasn't his intention to do any of that. He only went that route when he find out he need permit and he can't do it, so him go and go put that. So Mr. Ingram, thanks for establishing that, hey, what had happened is that the original invoice did under FIDEM name and then he switched it to UWHI. Thank you for confirming that in your argument. Because it's a good thing.
Don't lie on me. Stop. Don't lie on me. Don't lie on me. Stop.
Let me help you to understand what I said just now because you don't understand. You were pains to make the distinction that in order for somebody to clear something, it must under their name. And that is a fact. And I'm quoting you, that's you. And because you quoted that fact, it shows us that what he said in his article, that he was doing it himself, that means you have to under him name. Because as you said the law that you have to under your name to do it yourself. But then it switched to the hospital. And I'm saying your argument confirmed to us that that's what happened. Because if we'd only listen to him alone, and never run the argument by you wouldn't confirm it.
Clarification.
Here.
It
don't matter what you want to call it. It does not matter what you want to call it. It don't matter what you want to call it, sir. Close your mic. It's not your turn. It don't matter what you want to call it. You already put it on record already. Yeah? And Jacden already put it on record by himself in the article. Right? Talking about its convention, then he call it mistake. Utter rubbish. They evaded tax, they commit forgery, and if it go to jail. Yes, me I say it. If it go to jail. And don't come up here and make the argument that, oh, it is the company and not him and him different from the company. No, we're not going to do that. We are working. Watch out. So want to forgery, and I got jail for forgery. You know, got jail for forgery.
Tammy Day, John is not jail.
Me answer people who got jail for forgery.
And you pay
identity theft. The fraudulent government system. Identity fraudulent.
Let me finish me few seconds there. Let me finish me few seconds.
Get fed up and gone.
Let me finish me few seconds there. Conspiracy to defraud. Put that charge upon him. When people go to jail for that? Conspiracy to defraud. People go to jail for those things, Mr. Carl, may I ask you? And you may look at answer from Carl.
Man.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'll close right there. With that answer, I'll just rest.
All right. A long time. Mr. Ingram, close your mic. Close your mic, Mr. Ingram.
10 seconds.
Mr. Ingram, close your mic. Ed Cornerstone.
Yeah, Yellow family.
Yeah, come in.
Yeah, hear me?
Loud and clear, bro.
Yeah, man, we're here loud and clear.
You know, say, these are the reason why people are so turned off by politics. These are the reason why people do not have any confidence in the system and in the people who are assigned to lead. Because it's their bias, it's their corruption, it's their lies.
Here we go again.
Just ignore that. Just ignore that, Cornerstone.
Yeah. So watch
the last time, Mr. Ingram, I'm going to ask you, please stop interrupt.
So watch this now.
Go on, Cornerstone.
Watch this now. We sat here on TikTok for months prior to the election and after the election, and listen to this man will call himself a Christian. Yeah? Attack the Prime Minister's credibility, malign the Prime Minister for months upon months. Yeah? Of things that are still before the court, or of things that have not been proven, calling for resignation, calling for all manner of things. But this man is going to come on this platform and go on his platform and talk about due process and all of these things. And trying to justify this behavior by corrupted PMP operatives. The same man, same a Christian, attack the Prime Minister week in, week out. Over things where quote unquote them said they done the investigation.
The subject we're discussing, sir, Noel Ingram.
Sir, I'm not speaking for
and
you,
a point
sir.
of order. What we're discussing, Noel Ingram.
I'm not
Ingram, close your mic, sir. Carl, you need to start short people out of program and disturb.
Close your mic, Mr. Ingram. Let me decide that. Cornerstone.
Yeah.
We are discuss the Jacden thing.
That is what I'm discussing.
So yeah.
That
you have to get in line with that.
That is what I am discussing. I am saying this individual will go around the internet night in, night out. I call for the Prime Minister to step down because of things when say under investigation, things that are not been proven. Is he telling you no, say Jacden did nothing wrong? Is he telling you, tell the Jamaican people, them and the followers, them and the people them we have sent, say, yeah, we must accept, say, somebody can clear something to somebody we have some form of waiver and give you if you sell it back to them same one for more money. And that this man I said, I tell you to believe. Some form of tax exemption me must use from a company and then take the goods and sell it back to the company when they clear it for me. And that the money is slung as I tell you for you, for accept. And this we bring this individual integrity report, and why did the Prime Minister file affidavit, and why the Prime Minister taking the integrity commission to court and he's guilty, and this same man I come tell we say we must accept a company or a body or an institution using them tax exemption to clear goods to somebody. And the goods when them clear was turn around. You turn around and sell it back to the same hospital for more money.
Cornerstone, one of the arguments we enhanced, especially by the PNP from the other day, and I want to hear your views on it. Say a 4 company involved in the whole saga. So why not? Why are we just a beat up on Jacden?
If three out of them are Andrew Wellness Company, I see same pressure for applying the same argument stands.
Okay.
If 3 out of the 4 company of Nesta are the same argument stands. This is clear. Okay. The Auditor General reported what? What the Auditor General say? The Auditor General detailed what happened. So how comes a man come tell you, say it's okay for a company or a body or an institution to use them tax exemption to help people clear goods, and then the same people and take on the goods and sell to them same man? Or if you never sell to them, you sell for more money. When these people run around the internet every day talk about drill, and how people go to jail for drill, even though the things them proven for the drill. The same people run around the internet every day talk about Andrew Wellness Statutory Declaration. The same people run around the internet every day talk about all manner of things when it comes down to labor right. But now I come tell you, say, if you accept, say, it's okay for a university hospital to clear a Benz for me. I may turn around and sell it back to them. Or the university hospital clear some ambulance for me, I may sell it back to the university for more money. These are all wicked. This is money in the boxes and say I'm a Christian. This is how evil this man is in the box. This is how evil Sambo is. Because if this was a Jamaica Labour Party member or affiliate, this evil in the box would not be up here trying to justify that. This evil in the march when Mark Golden put on.
Louis, I seek your protection.
This is a demon here.
Protection for yourself.
This is a demon here. With a plan, a march, him and the people, and we pay them money to go march against the government. This is a demon here. Will be calling for the resignation of the Prime Minister too. But this demon, we call
Hold on there. Mr. Ingram, the man no call your name in a boss. So I can't know not about that, you know. I don't know which one of we attack.
I saw demon
when you fling stone and penny when the ball out, get the lick.
I don't know who him attack. So relax, Mr. Ingram. So there's no protection to you know. I can't me attack. Maybe I'm me. Let's finish up, finish up Cornerstone.
I believe you. No, I understand. I believe you.
The thing about it is, them say demons now have no shame and no feelings, you know. That's that problem, you know. That's that problem. You don't have no shame. You don't have no name shame. You don't have no name class. You just have operative and run around the internet, attack like intelligent.
Who is tracing here? Which speeches is tracing?
Auditor General.
Which of the speeches is tracing?
Auditor General said, UWHI inappropriately utilized this tax exempt status to import goods for private companies.
Unlawfully, and I quote, it said unlawfully.
What more than that we could want? This is the Auditor General was sat on the Integrity Commission board where never supposed to do them PMP try to protect her. And as she posit this.
Yeah, man, she's a PMP. Of course, she's a PMP.
UWHI inappropriate.
She's a PMP, man.
UWHI inappropriate. That's why she never put the name there from earlier, so maybe you're right. UWHI inappropriately utilize this tax exempt status to import goods for private companies. Which part of that lawful? Demon? Vampire?
Here we go again, man.
Calling yourself a Christian.
All right, Cornerstone. Wrap up.
More, brother.
All right, cool. Take care. Thanks for the contribution.
10 second rebuttal, please.
All right, go out with the 10 second. Go out with the 10 second.
10 second rebuttal, please.
Yeah, man. Go on. Go out with the
The
10 second.
152 people here, please take time out and notice this is a resurrected fallen.
Boy, I tell you, there's never a dull moment to do, you know. Oh, that's a sharp, man.
You know, so that belt that we had Cornerstone I use, fire upon the belt right now. The belt full of fire. My God, this demon Demon just ball out same time.
Wow.
Can I ask a question here? Okay.
Yeah, come in, Empress. A long time I don't hear from you.
Listen. Okay, no problem.
Every liar is a thief, and every thief is a liar. I just want to say that.
Okay.
All right.
Soji, how can you say that and I am a man of
Who is the
integrity?
thief?
Soji, how can you say that and I am a man of
It's
integrity?
Soji, who is the liar and who is the thief?
I tell
That
you.
statement 100%.
Want you, Empress.
As Cornerstone say, it is the resurrection cycle. Now, when I listen to Jacden, am I supposed to understand? And the learned people can help me, because remember, I'm learning in the space, right? But I have questions. Now, he said he had a contract with the UWHI, right? Now, and he would import these machines because the UWHI did not have sufficient machine, whereas people would, he would offer his services for $10,000, and if they had 7, he would not refuse. Now, am I to understand that the contract that he had is that this was coming through the what you call that fund, that medical fund that they have? Is it that the government paid him for each person they did through his company? Is that kind of contract he had with the government? Have anybody looked into it like that?
Is that a question, Empress?
It is a question, because in his statement, he said he came in to offer services. So his thing, he's offering a service, and he would actually do, like people would come and he would never turn anybody away, but he had a contract with UWHI that he would do dialysis for these people at $10,000. So I'm saying, why is UWHI not having all those dialysis machines on their property?
Yeah, and
the same report tell us that the government bought 21 machines, dialysis machines.
Right.
Travis, what amazed me, you know, and what me have to think on. The hospital have the space, them have the technocrats, them have everything.
Right.
So why? I don't understand.
Right. So is it that? No, that's what I'm asking. So is it that?
Help us to understand.
And this is what I want to clarify. I don't know if I can.
I said this called fishhead, Carl Lewis. I said this called fishhead.
I'm asking now.
What is called fishhead?
Listen to me. My granny said when John could feed him pitney likes the nastiness. Come on, let's talk. Let's have a talk here. What I'm saying. He's saying that they charge $10,000 per person. Is it that these people he is charging the government $10,000 to do dialysis in his place for the government? And if they have 7,000, that's his word, you know, not mine. And if they have 7, he will not turn.
I am still asking the question though, Empress. Yeah. Why would the hospital want to do that when the hospital have the space? Them have the technocrats, them have the people, them have everybody where we perform that service. So why would they ask Jacden for do that?
Correct.
Why? You know, somebody need to tell me.
Correct. And that Travi, I think you have some research
Mr. Ingram, why?
That, sir.
Why the hospital did do that?
I get to understand that in truth and in fact that there was that system in the Ministry of Health where if they go to the public hospital and the facility is not there, then the public hospital will send you to different stations. I don't know.
Mr. Ingram,
and I don't know.
Mr. Ingram, what you just said, what you just said is true.
You see,
that is why. Empress, let me just put in this. Let me just put in this, please. Yes, that is true, but you see, a long time we are telling us that there's such a system in the hospital. But when we're telling anything about public hospital, who don't brush it aside? I say all of this come back to what we always have said. There is system at Kingston Public Hospital. If you go to public hospital and you're supposed to do a test for your kidney, your heart, whatever, and them don't have that machine, then them send you outside for do it and the hospital pay for it.
That is correct, Carl. That is correct. I know that. I know
yeah,
that.
but you never. Previously, you
Carl, stop it, Carl, stop it. I have no reason.
Previously,
you never did say that.
Please stop.
Calm down, Ingram. Calm down, Carl. But the $1 million question is this.
Stop it.
Ingram can't answer. The $1 million question is this. Where is the evidence that the Ministry of Health has a contract with Jacden? Because at the PAC call, 2 persons asked about it, and the acting CEO said, the CEO, Carl, have not seen any evidence, any MOU, any agreement that the government of Jamaica or UWHI have with Jacden. So, here Ingram, get to understand from who, Carl? Where is the evidence?
Madam Speaker, you have heard this on the news time and time again. There are facilities out there that provide a service.
I said Jacden specifically.
I'm not referring to Jack. I am not referring to this.
Okay.
Listen what I said.
You were. Oh, yes, you were. Oh, yes, you were.
You can go to the public and you can go out. I do not know if this is one of them. I don't know.
You never said that. You never said that. It's a lie. You never said that.
That is not what
Preach gospel for Sunday and tell life on Monday. You never said that. You did not say that. That's why we call you.
You see, there's a lot of time we have a discussion like this, and Mr. Ingram and other PNP reject it and say a foolishness.
Carl Lewis, I want you to stop that. Please stop that. Don't question my integrity.
So
you have no reason to. I'm not going to question that. Question your integrity.
Mr. Ingram, seriously,
don't question my integrity. I stand on my integrity. Okay? So leave it alone. Leave me out of that discussion. I beg you.
Mr. Ingram, when did you know? When did you know that the hospital offers such a service? When did you know?
Long time.
But you refuse. But you refuse on many occasions, Mr. Ingram.
Carl Lewis, you need to stop. Don't go there, Carl Lewis. I'm the first to encourage Jamaican, for example, to take advantage of the art program. I'm the first to encourage Jamaican young people to take advantage of the art program. Don't do that. I have no brief. I am not paid by politicians. I am not paid by politicians.
Mr. Ingram.
I have never been paid by politicians.
Don't
go there.
Mr. Ingram, me
stand on my integrity.
It seems like you're not hear what me I say. Please stop and listen to what me I say. Because you're gonna talk about art program when me not talk not about art program. We are talking about hospitals, so I don't know where your mind took you. I don't know.
Because he wants to prove that he has this non-existent integrity. We all know you have one, so stop that. Stop that crap.
If it comes to the personal thing, I will have to leave. If it
comes to the personal
thing,
we're not going to miss him. Yeah, we're not going to miss him.
Have you known me personally? Have you ever heard me personally talking to anybody here? Well, don't stop it.
I regularly over here tell you. No, earlier on, I tell people so they illiterate. No, just a while ago, I say people are ignorant. Don't pay Chop City no mind. Attention him a seek. No pay him no mind. Right? No, hear this, Carl. Hear this, Carl.
Chop City is a joke, I know.
Carl, hear this. The same hospital, the government back 21.
How old is Mr. Cole? What are the Mr. Cole? Cole. Well, I come at
20. Then I have him something green. You don't realize say green. Mr. Cool, your icon green. Anyhow, the government buy 21 dialysis machines. 21 dialysis machines. 21 in the report, and it said 15 of them now work.
The government?
Yes. And then boom, 15 of them now work. Jacden by 12. And everybody I get recommended to go Jacden when there's no agreement, no benefit. Heather Miller Bennett asked the question by the PAC. No benefit is derived from it. Right? She asked the question, oh, the important on their behalf. Then tell me something, is there any agreement, MOU, or any benefit the Jamaican public get? The answer is no. No benefit they don't get. None whatsoever.
Okay.
I'm glad the Auditor General stated it in our report. It is unlawful.
Good afternoon to you and the panel.
Yeah, after
right?
you come, your icon, we are telling you say your icon
No,
green.
man, I know the
How
icon
come?
is green. I know the icon is green. Right?
All right,
Which
Dr.
I
Cole,
know.
Dr. Cole, your icon is
Wait,
green.
Mr.
Dr.
Cole.
Cole, your icon is green.
It's a new,
Mr.
well, I know
Cole.
it's a new
Lord
gadget.
God, them
It
man
is
like
a new
ear good
gadget.
enough. Mr.
It
Cole,
is a
Mr.
new,
Cole.
well, I know it is a new gadget.
Mr. Cole.
Play with it.
Mr. Cole.
Yeah.
Lord God, me have to shout when me no want shout. Mr. Cole, you hear me?
Hold on, it's a new gadget.
All right, listen to what me I say. Make we exercise some ground rules, yes or no? Some ground rules I got exercise. Here what now? We are talking about the Jacden saga. Please keep it that way.
Thank
we
you.
Go straight from the Jacden or Jacden
No,
we are
I
dealing
will
with.
not.
Thank you.
I will not. I will not.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead, sir.
But good afternoon to you on the panel. Right?
Yeah, man.
Let I establish that. But Madam Speaker, I have never heard the university has flowed 3 times. Never heard of it. Neither on TVJ, Gleaner, CVM, RGR. Never heard. But yet, there are some files missing.
Mr. Cole?
Yeah. There are some files missing.
You break up a while ago. When you say you have never heard the university hospital been flooded, I don't know how that come in, but me kind of entertain it till me find out where you go.
Carl, give him 3 minutes, make him talk where you want to. Give him 3 minutes there.
Yeah, I'll give him 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll give him 3 minutes. 1, 2, sir, Cole.
I tell you that those files that missing, that one of them are Jacden. We have never heard that the university has been flooded. Never.
So Mr. Cole, what that have to do with the Jacden and the tax invention? How that have to do with it?
According to the University of the West Indies in the PAC, right?
Yeah.
That file has been missing. There is no electrical file, file for backup. It's just hard copy. Who tell you that the Jacden file did not missing them?
But the PAC, what Mr. Cole? You know,
the university
finish your presentation. Finish your presentation.
University has flowed 3 times, right? 3 times. As according to the hierarchy of the university will come to the university, and when the question was posed, how these files store, the gentleman said the file them write up, put in a folder, and go put up in a one something. 3 times the university has flowed. There's a possibility that Jacden find flood out, and I go and heal back to the floor just right there, coming up back.
Can I have a point of order here, Mr. Carl?
Why point of order
You can make it.
A point of order there, Mr. Carl?
I have a question for Mr. Cole.
Okay. I would want to add here that files are missing, but remember, Jacden has had a long-standing relationship for the last over 20 years. So if an investigator had gone in, the investigative body, they would have found documents that would state that they've had this relationship for over 20 years. I wouldn't see where missing files with water and flood would have affected the relationship in terms of having any kind of paper trail of missing paper trail. Is that somebody in the ministry in at the UWHI would know if you have a contract with me. For the last 20 years, we don't know that you didn't have one, and I yield.
Why do women fart after they pee?
Point of order upon Empress, right?
I have a question for Dr.
Someone in the university should know why that person did not who come to represent the University of the West Indies do an internal investigation within the University of the West Indies and get that to say, look, Tom Strokes say this or not. Do you realize that the acting chairman could not name another 3 company? I yield back to the floor.
Comrade Cole. Wagwan, a long time enough for you go down town, go to the protest and they go down town, go to the protest and Yankash and mix with the woman.
No.
Food, I don't see back. But anyway, a different topic. All right. Straight up from the record, Carl. Straight up from the record.
Personal money.
Straight up from the record. Straight up from the record, Carl. Straight up from the record.
No, it can't be strike. It is my personal money that I spend to support the
Mr. Cole, you're not have to respond to no.
I will spend your money anywhere, anytime, anyhow.
Mr. Cole, you don't have to respond to that. Go on, Madam Speaker.
Especially to women.
So Carl, not Carl, sorry.